I mean, I nailed it. What do you expect? I'm not a cake man, I'm a cobbler man. All day long. You can be one too. Today we're making guaranteed to salvage your relationship cobbler. All right. I love cobbler. In my family, we're not really cake people, and so when birthdays come around, no one's stoked about cake. We just don't love cake. We love cobbler on birthdays, we love cobbler on holidays. I love making cobbler. Step one, I've got peaches, and I'm using frozen peaches and frozen blueberries today. For the filling, we just make a sauce. You just heat up the fruit with some sugar, some lemon juice, and a little starch. I'm using rice starch today. You can use potato starch, corn starch, just whatever you have on hand to thicken it up. For the batter, I start with about a cup of AP flour, and I put AP flour, and I put it through a sifter. So with the batter, you want to mix your dry ingredients first, and then we'll mix the wet ingredients separate, and then we'll put them together. About a teaspoon of baking powder, teaspoon of salt. And the salt is very important because where this is such a sweet dish, it's the salt that kind of brings that out. Then we got half a teaspoon of nutmeg and a quarter teaspoon of cinnamon. Just gonna knock that in, mix that together. All right, and next we got our wet ingredients. You're gonna cream together the sugar. It's about a cup of sugar. That's half brown sugar, half regular sugar. That's 3/4 cup whole milk. And if you're wondering if it has to be whole milk, that's only if you want it to taste good. And then we got half a teaspoon of vanilla, half a teaspoon of almond extract, and then a tablespoon of melted butter. Stir that till all that sugar is broken up and dissolved. All right, and once you have those mixed, your wet ingredients go into your dry. Put all that in there. It's not too clumpy. So this has been simmering for about 10-15 minutes. So this is ready. This is ready to go in. All right, so I'm cooking this in a 12-inch cast iron pan. I'm gonna butter it up. You want a lot of butter. You want a ton of butter. My butter's a little melted. I usually like it to go in cooler than this, but maybe we'll be okay. You want to get it's like 4 tablespoons of butter in there. Just a lot of butter. Get a nice layer of batter on the bottom. And you don't want to disturb this too much because you want to kind of keep all that butter where it is down there. Evenly distribute everything. And we're going to go in with that filling. For an aesthetically pleasing cobbler, one that might finally impress your mother-in-law, you want to, if you're going to mix fruit like this, fruit and peaches, I don't dump it in because I don't want all my peaches to land on one side. So I kind of pick zones and spoon it out so that there's some even distribution. I'm going to throw this on the smoker at 350. One of the things I like about the Camp Chef is you can adjust the smoke level. And the temperature is solid. I find the temperature on my smoker is more solid than my oven in the house. So if I have the chance, I'm baking bread, cookies, muffins, cobbler. I'll take it all out to the smoker. And if I want it to have that wood-fired taste, I'll crank it all the way up to 10. If I don't want it to have any kind of smoky taste, and just for it to just taste nice and fresh baked, you can crank that smoke level down to a 1, 2, or a 3, and you wouldn't even know it was cooked on a smoker. So anyway, I'm going to throw it on 350, and this is going to cook for about 50 minutes to an hour until the crust bubbles up through the filling and turns golden brown. Let's check on it. Oh, look at that. So it's been about an hour, and that's what we're looking for. That batter's come up around the sides. It's turned golden brown around the edges. It couldn't be easier. And that's what I love about this. It's easy. It's a fine line between being a low maintenance dessert and a really big payoff. It's visual, it's awesome. Every time I bring this to a party, people are stoked about it. And it's an easy thing to offer, to bring. So yeah, I wish I knew how to dig into a cobbler, in a way that looks pretty, but I think what's kind of fun about it is you just go. So I'm gonna pick, this part looks juicy and crusty. I'm gonna dig in there. Here we go. Oh, you gotta commit. Come on. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I mean, I nailed it. What do you expect? This is so good. You got to try it on your smoker. I really think you're going to like it. For more recipes, you can check out another video here. You can go to campchef.com, get inspired, and you know, go cook yourself something. I think you're going to like it.